It is looking like the mid-B split. And, you know, behind the drone, we'll have Diana trailing it. And, I mean, they know it's coming, but this is going to be quite powerful. This push here from Shopify. Splitting through market. Dealing with all the util, the Killjoy util along the way. Okay, so it's a very much a delay-based backside setup. Mel has to try to survive as long as possible with Annie. Annie goes down quite quickly. Look how fast they are trying to take down Mel. Perfectly done from Shopify just before the rotation gets into assist.
Spike planted.
Ooh. Luckily, Jazzy takes away that raid boss Reyna. Alexis on the flank. There she is, Dan. 2-on-3. This is... By no means is this a clear-cut round for Shopify.
Definitely agree. I love the Phoenix pick on ASCENT.
I couldn't agree more. Farming the orbs so easy on the attack side. Probably going to see that. But again, Shopify, great start to this map. I don't see Katsumi winning this, Dan. I think we're going to have a 1-0 start again for Shopify.
Yeah, great stuff from them. And
attack queens. Let's go.
We talked about just the fast-paced play, and we get that on the pistol, grouping up and going for that split. And this was the key moment. You know, you have... The win condition for this round is for Mel and Annie to be able to delay long enough and keep fighting for their teammates to come in. And so that timing window, when it was favorable for Shopify, just barely, because they managed to get those 2 kills just quickly enough. And with that 1-0, all they have to do is convert the anti-eco now.
Set up. The recon's coming from Annie. But, oh... The counter recon from KP pushes off this early aggression. And it's a mid-B split again into an empty site. Mel is the only player here, so if she falls, it's over.
Oh, amazing. She makes that look like a shorty. It's just a classic right-click, though. That's insane.
Not at all serious.
Do you remember the last finals we had, Sean, with Game Changers, where Cloud9 White had all the insane shorty setups on this map on defense?
Of course. How could I forget, Dan? Remember the one close A main? I think that they were going for that right there.
Yes. And the the dash and the shorty is a bit scary, but Diana's able to at least keep control of B main. The damage here is actually quite problematic. Diana able to, with the Reyna, dismiss, get back into a good position here, and they'll finish things off. But I mean, Shopify played this perfectly. They get the spike down on B. At that point, it should be pretty easy to just close it out with numbers, but that was not as many as they would have liked to survive with.
Gun here.
No, not at all. But I mean, this is the round, right? If we saw what can happen if a team on attack side wins the bonus round. Cloud9 White just showed us that. If Shopify can start this half in that same manner, they could very easily steal this map. It doesn't matter if it's Cloud9's pick and their permaban. Winning the early bonus, and here it is, all out A hit, Dan. I love what I'm seeing. But they're going into the Killjoy setup. Oh, this is
fast as possible. It's beautiful, like the nitrous oxide button's being pressed, all speed. Shopify doing a good job here, getting that ground. Able to take down Katsumi. That's the Astragon. It's a big win. 3 versus 3 though, so the numbers game is... It's actually a pretty good spot for Cloud9 Whites. They have time here to kind of coordinate their efforts. And they're playing 2 under hell. I like this.
Alexis will surely use this run it back, Dan.
There it is, the dash into the cloud burst as well. Alexis. Oh, that's so strong from Alexis, cleaning up every single last player.
Oh, man. The run it back gets all 3 on the retake. Alexis. There it is. Starting off the next run it back right here. Here's one.
It's like, not for you. That's insane. And the thing about Phoenix on this map as well is the retake possibilities on defense with the walls as well as the run it backs. That is a huge degree as to like why Phoenix is so valuable on this map. I mean,
nice little assist from the recon from Annie. Close it out. Again, we're going to go with the mid-B split. And I love how simple Shopify is keeping it. This is exactly what they need to do on the map. Not get overcomplicated, spread out the map. It's the same thing as the pistol round.
And it's going so fast here. And this forward position, like the hold around B main is kind of annoying. And there's a push coming from Catwalk as well. So CloudNine White are going to be meeting them. It's hitting them on the heels. And Mel, oh, so much damage with the Spectre through spawn, finding a timing. And it's been completely blown up. Shopify's approach here, Sean, these fast rounds, not as valuable so far as they would like.
No, yeah, that one totally backfired. Mel was like, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, I'm not hiding in the back of B, and I'm pushing through the Jet Cloud Burst in mid and killing everyone. I mean, she just gave that a totally different look than the pistol round, and you could clearly see Shopify doesn't have all of those pieces figured out. The Omen, Panini just wasn't ready for her to make that play, and Mel really shut down that hit immediately with that play.
Yeah, truly. We might actually get a play around A main here from Cloud9 White, possibly. Between Jazzy and Katsumi. Alexis, sorry. Katsumi looking off the tree position. Lorri makes way with the Glade Storm. And Alexis is so ready for this. Curveball comes through. And there goes Lorri. The perhaps most dangerous player out of the picture. Diana at least able to get a trade, but trying to learn one more player to find. That would have been a huge kill to get, but will be shut down by Jazzy. And Cloud9 White, they bounce back after the first couple rounds pretty comfortably.
Yeah, now Shopify has some ults to work with now, so we're gonna get a different flavor here for this gun round. This is really the first full gun round of this match in my eyes. Ults in play. What do they bring to the table when they have all these tools to work with? This is going to be telling, Dan, of what we can expect in the map. And again, it's just an all-out A hit again.
We have the ults as well that could make a pretty interesting difference in the rounds. Lockdown for flowerful, and KP has the counter lockdown to Mel's, which is that Hunter's Fury. So that should net them the advantage in terms of the ult battle. Cloud9 White, they're playing retake here. They're playing for that lockdown. But again, it can just be countered by this Hunter's Fury. So does Mel even want to drop it? Oh, Alexis finding a timing there. Whiffs the shot. Panini just barely gets around the corner in time. And it's two players to deal with this. Alexis with the curveball is so happy to fight against that. And here goes Lorri. Such an important position. Doesn't even get to pull the trigger. And how does this happen? It's a total wipeout coming in from Cloud9.
Wow. Wow. What a retake from Cloud9 White. KP thinks you say pops the Hunter's Fury. And before it's over, everyone's dead. Everyone is dead. Alexis playing that catwalk position perfectly, pushes up and is on the flank, just being a total nuisance. Before anyone even dies, he's just showing such a big presence. Oh man, this is getting scary now for Shopify. They find themselves down 4-2 and they're ecoing.
And their approaches haven't been working, and that's like a really scary part, is that they're not even getting advantages really reliably from them. Cloud9 White really showing how comfortable they are here. And the walk push with the operator for Jazzy, they deal with the turret. Cloud9 White in a great position here. They have all that control towards B main. And if they go back into Jazzy, that's going to hurt. It's going to happen as well. Do they have anything that's drone? Beautiful. Forces Jazzy away, burns the dash. Here goes the re-peek. Oh, they are lucky not to lose a player, but KP down to 5 HP. They're going full in onto this E-bomb site. And Jazzy, she is getting pushed back. She can't find clear shots here. Sheriff comes out, gets the connection. There comes the reinforcement. C9 White somehow again looking so comfortable.
I like how I thought she was gonna dip away into spawn and live, but the confidence of Jazzy, she just, whenever I watch her, I can tell she knows she's the best player in the server. Just always going for the re-peaks, always going for the challenges. And that was the best case scenario for Shopify. Jazzy missing a couple of those shots. They got quite lucky that they even got as far as they did.
One enemy remaining.
Jazzy's so difficult to kill in this jet roll. And I remember last Game Changers then, we didn't get to see much of her on this jet roll. She was still very new to it. She played a lot of Rays. She looks very familiar with it this time around for Game Changers 3.
Yeah, it seems like such a natural fit, as though it was always the case, you know, that it was just on that, being on that jet. And we get a timeout, you know, Shopify Rebellion recognizing that their approach here is not really working out. And the issue is that if you don't have the reps on playing the slower defaults here and like understanding how you create opportunities there, the kind of back and forth in utility exchange to take map control and like thinking about B main control, thinking about A main control, and just how you can pressure cat and then fall off into a mid round call, like that's a completely different world from the kind of calling we've seen so far.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That comes with the reps of the map, like you said. It's so difficult to maintain A main and B main control, keep track of what information defense has gathered. So you can see they've tried to avoid that by sticking in packs and going fast. This round they're just playing really passive. Ooh.
Alexis just wants to fight. Like, you know I'm here, but I'm happy to fight. Well played though. That is an opportunity and one taken successfully by Shopify. They've got a 5 versus 4, and again, talking about the mid-round calling, this is like always the dream scenario for a caller on the attack. You got the 5v4. You know, what's the protocol out of that? And they're going to reset into the A hit.
Yeah, it's a very good option. You can see Katsumi just put a star down at A main. They're going into the Killjoy setup, Dan. So by no means is this an easy take, even in a 5-on-4. Mel will likely get a frag here.
Yeah, very likely. And there we go. 1 frag and a second actually off of the Nano Swarm. So it goes to a 3v3. Katsumi has a Cosmic Divide available if they want, which could shut down the A main position. And in fact, it's going to shut down the forward parts of the site, allowing Jazzy to get right out there. But the defense is on the site, so maybe it's not as helpful as they wanted. But Jazzy will dance back and forth between the wall to find every single kill. And that's Cloud9 White again, able to see a problem and know exactly the solution and to cleanly execute.
Oh no, Dan. They're doing the spike dance. And they're shooting that poor bear.
I don't understand. It's so savage.
Love over hate.
And I'm getting mixed messages here, Sean.
Yeah, as am I. I'm very confused, lost. I need to be told what to think. Mel, yeah, going into her sites has just proven so difficult over this entire event. Such well thought out Killjoy setups. And there it is again. I mean, even though she sees only one player and gets that fight, the Molly combines for a second and evening things up. 6-2, another eco round for Shopify, Dan.
Yeah, this has gotten to the stage where it's about admiring how clean Cloud9 White are playing and just looking, just kind of, and just deconstructing how it works. And that's kind of like how the narrative is at the moment, because you can see it's a struggle for Shopify to find an approach that is successful, because Cloud9 White is so good at just having these answers. Mel in a great position to punish. Oh, and that turret is still up, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
Just the way that she's able to play off of it was so good. And in these spots, you need Shopify to find those when they get those engagements, you want overwhelming like mechanical advantages to just find create holes, punch a hole effectively in the defense.
Look how quick the reaction is from Cloud9 White, but flowerful on the lurk. Dan, 3-on-3, opening things up.
Yeah, creating some extra pressure with the turret. Jazzy able to dodge it, but it does get activated, so that was probably going to prevent Flowerful from peeking.
30 seconds left.
That will save Flowerful, and they're going to be able to isolate those players, just silo them in that cap position. Mel, though, she is an absolute demon. Eventually, she's been vanquished, but it's a 2 versus 2, and you're up against Jazzy with the Operator, Katsumi with the Phantom, against a Spectre and a Marshal.
Yeah, and Shopify's taking the fight to them. They're not playing the site. Is Cloud9 White going to clear? It looks like, yeah, they're going to clear all these angles. They're very aware. They're not rushing things.
Flowerful's position is, it's possibly a one and done, but in a situation like this, that could be great. But not looking the right way at the right time, and there's no follow-up from Panini. Katsumi is making things look very simple and quite, I mean, it just looks so good. from Cloud9 White. 7-2 now the score as we close in towards that second half.
I love how we got to see what's happening at both of the extremities, I guess, on that round. We got to see early what was happening at A main with Jazzy and Alexis. You can see Alexis broke the drone for her. She made the presence, mollied once the drone got the tag on Jazzy. The teamwork between those two players was fantastic. And then similarly, over there at the B site, Mel was doing the same thing with the turret setup. And that's what makes this map so hard for Shopify. This is what it's like playing against Cloud9 White. It's not going to be easy at either side and going through mid. They have everything thought out.
And big Killjoy util setup from Mel in that cat's position as you go into tree, that is. And there it goes, and just going to get sent straight back. So the drone was supposed to help you gain space, but the util from Killjoy just prevents that possibility. And Lorri at least wins the fight against Mel, so that's a huge victory. But they are down 3 against 4. And Jazzy's in a deep position here in B lobby, cutting off the mid rotation. And the spike is stuck, Sean.
Yeah. What are they going to do here? You can see Diana begs for a smoke from Panini, and she gets it.
Oh no, but the off angle from Alexis. Full util available. This is the frag, and it's an easy one for Alexis to execute, and now it's down to Panini. 1 versus 4. Looking to see what she has possible.
Wow.
That's a good opening pick, but they know where she is now. I love it. Annie waiting. You can see she's waiting for contact before going for the swing. That would effectively make it impossible, even if a kill came from that engagement.
Yep, absolutely. As you can see, Alexis holding that off angle on Cat the second she made contact. Glad we got to see. Even though Annie didn't get that frag, you could see she was ready to swing, and there was just no shot for Panini to win that round. And that's what it seems. When we watch Shopify, it looks like Cloud9 White is so ahead. Alexis getting that off angle on Cat. Mel before that, Mel had an entire Killjoy setup, which was followed by a Hunter's Fury. This round, it looks like they've gotten B main control. The turret's not broken. And now they're storming through mid, Dan.
Alexis is so ready, gets the first kill. Katsumi pushes beyond the smoke to get the second. And, oh, the lurkout of Catwalk, perhaps premature, possibly. Mel maybe just conditioned to expect it to be just everybody towards the mid position in that spot. But Shopify spreading out, winning the battles, creating a favorable situation. 2 versus 1 for Shopify. This is a great opportunity.
Spike planted.
Take flight.
Oh, Annie still has this drone.
I think she realizes both are on A main now. Perhaps not. So knows where one player is, knows one is A main. The second player, unknown.
1 enemy remaining.
Oh my goodness, what an angle. That's such a smart angle to play from Annie as she's created a 1v1. I can't believe it. She's done it. She's absolutely done them in on this 1v2 clutch. Annie Dro, ladies and gents. I just can't. Just isolating that first fight on that angle is just so beautiful.
Just so well played.
Last round.
Yeah, she taps the spike and just gets in that tiny angle. Destroys Panini. And look at this little dribbled recon. You could hear KP tried to shoot it on the bounce, but it had an extra bounce on it. Such a masterfully played clutch by Annie to get the Sova diff 1-on-2. Oh my god. How does Shopify come back here? The first 2 rounds followed by 9 straight against them.
Oh. Did you call it a dribble dart?
Yeah, I don't know what to call it.
That's the official term now, the dribble dart. I love that. I mean, that was... You're so tempting to shoot it, but... Man. And he will catch one. Setting up Alexis, but... Good defense comes through. Diana wins that fight. So one extra round is possible in this half. A 3-9 finish is the best possible for Shopify here. And Droning through, pops the Empress there for Diana, looking to get those entries. Flowerful heading up the Killjoy ultimate. The lockdown comes through as well. Annie's on the site, and she's been spotted. She is so dead, surely. So dead? Question mark. Yeah, there we go. And that's the site under control. The spike can go down. And C9 White on the retake. 3 versus 4.
Oh my god, Dan, it's deja vu. Mel is going to be in B lobby, and she has the lockdown. We're going to see the same lockdown now from the defender point of view.
Oh, and the Cosmic Divide is there as well. I wonder how that's going to come through from Katsumi.
God, are they going to lock them in the site? How does this play out with these two ults?
Oh, there's the first one. Oh no, this is so problematic. Diana's going forward to try to find a way to deal with this, get the frags, get the lockdown, something. And Jazzy's defending from that spawn position, getting the frags. They're trying to escape here. Oh no.
No, Dan, no.
Not like this. Oh, Jazzy picks it up with the knives. And there's just enough time, I think, for Mel. Oh, just barely enough time for Mel to get the defuse in. 4
Shopify players here.
I love it. They're making their defensive side look like the attacking side, attacking into the mid. Oh, KP. Just clothesline 3 players. No respect.
She shot 3 bullets and got 3 kills.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it, Dan. I've never done it that way.
Well, Annie Dro is going to try to get it done as well. Jets are just so annoying, aren't they? Just like dashing around. Where are they even?
Yeah, watching a Jet versus Sova battle, it's like, I don't even know who I want to win, you know? Just kidding. I always want the Sova to win in that battle.
I was going to say. Well, it's a Shopify opening pistol. They've been doing a good job, actually, winning some of these pistol rounds. It was a question at the beginning of the broadcast, and they've been delivering there. So they have something to work with. Oh, was that a collat? Was there a collat?
It was a collat with a ghost.
Love it.
What?
Must have been softened up by Lorri, I imagine.
That was awesome. All right. I don't believe yet, Dan, but that's a good start. There we go. Farming orbs already for Alexis. Breaking any Killjoy util. But it doesn't actually reach the stuff at the switch. That was what Annie was intending to do, but the molly is still there.
Really passive from Shopify.
Yeah, they're giving up B main. They're giving up A main. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of this. You can see Mel has full B main control. Alexis has full A main control. And C9 could really do whatever they please right now.
Yeah, it's one of those things, again, like we talked about before. Perhaps, you know, too much respect, but we'll see that the frags are falling the way of Shopify Rebellion. Oh, my goodness. Mel's going to tag down Lorri, and just like that, Diana gets removed as well. 2 versus 2. And they've lost the spike on the site, so that's the main issue. But, wow, Mel gets the timing onto KP. Now it's up to Flowerful. Great angle. Oh, but Mel's in position, able to trade that one out. And a thrifty comes through from Cloud9 White. And indeed, Sean, they gave up a lot of space, and perhaps it cost them.
It's the space. The space lost them that round, Dan. And you can see Mel had full B main control. She heard the drone coming from KP, dodged it. And then Lorri just doesn't even realize there could be anyone in that area because it was just droned. But if they had B main control, that never happens. And that's the problem of giving too much respect on these eco rounds, is you have to rotate somewhere. I mean, the enemy team is you expect them to get 1 or 2 kills with all these abilities.
And there's the one way.
I do like the rebuy. They absolutely needed to rebuy here.
And this is great. You know, that opening aggression, that's what we need to see on this map. On ASCENT, it's so key to win some of these extremities, especially early on, and you can do it fairly cheap. The Omen smoke as a one-way is super strong. Actually, I think there's one possible for B main as well, isn't there?
Yeah, we saw Nitro using that a lot in Berlin. Ooh, Lorri with a Marshall here. gets to Mel.
Opportunity now. Diana not able to hold this position by herself. Gets some spray though through that smoke, and that's a great pick. That will give opportunity for Shopify here. Paranoia comes through for the gen position. That might allow Diana to get down on the site. Indeed, the Empress comes through, and Diana crushes the gen players, leaving Annie alone, but there's not too much for Annie to do. Really good recovery, and as you said, Sean, the force buy was absolutely needed. They got that early push on A main, and that was also a pick that went their way. So that yeah, that's okay. So it's the fight for mid. Perhaps expecting action there early on, but we have just a walk through B main, and Shopify are playing retake on this site. They're relying on the flowerful's utility to delay, to allow rotation to come through. There's the tag on the jet, so Understeery comes through.
Oh dear.
Ooh, so dangerous. Unable to find connections for a kill. And they haven't made their way through to the site. That's a huge win for Shopify.
Yeah, I think the only question I have right now is, does Alexis pop this run it back? I don't think she does, especially after that frag. Might be about damage here now as well. And Jazzy with the operator, you know, that still means that that's possible. Here comes the lurk. They're up mid from Alexis down to 8 HP. Probably wants to find a way to pop run it back, but can't find a way to be safe to do so. Oh, Alexis finds Lorri through the smoke, but really good team play from Shopify. Always able to trade out these kills.
30 seconds.
And now Annie's going to have to save the operator. I don't know that there's anything left to do.
Awesome.
Oh, goodbye.
See ya.
Sad.
Making
at
sure
times.
Lorri doesn't get that into the next round. Smart choice from Annie.
Yeah. I like it too because it frees Annie up to go for more kills, which is exactly what's happening. I think that's a really critical piece. You know, charge up your ult, obviously.
And this is certainly going to be an A hit.
Yeah, but Lori's ready for this. They have the Omen one way there again as well. So Lorri will be spotted.
She's baiting it. She purposely tanked that recon, Dan.
It's all for Diana from the wine position. And there's the peek coming through. There's no waiting around. And the cloudburst will go down. Out goes Lorri. Dashes back into safety. And this is just so well played. The counter play to stop the push before it gets started. And it's completely stuffed this lockdown. Mel's going to they have to commit through anyway, but it's going to be difficult.
Oh, the drone tag on Mel. The spike can't even be planted. How does Cloud9 White bust through this?
Yeah, KP has the Odin, and Lori's going to get another pick. This is fantastic from Shopify. They look like a completely different team. That's a nice find from Annie. There's a couple bullets through the smoke. Somehow connects. Flowerful will collect the operator. And Annie's once again in a situation where maybe it's just about going for kills here. Oh, I'm so impressed by how they started this round, Sean.
That was so cool. I honestly was wondering if Lorri lagged out. That's why I was so speechless for a second. But it was because she purposely tanked the recon for the player in wine. That's so smart.
Too much bitterness in your hearts. Okay, well, Cloud9, you know, back on the eco here and, you know, making their presence known with the drone through B main, picking up the orb. That's going to give Jazzy the Blade Storm. And that's what they're going to play with.
You want to fight it?
Great opening pick coming through from Diana. Oh, Diana with the spray. Looking to get it done, finish it off with the Sheriff. Jazzy's out there, though. The classic comes through, but KP with the Odin is going to finish it off quickly. And they only lose Diana. And look at the ult economy right now. Shopify are in a great position here, Sean. They can play retake with the Killjoy ult if they want. They got loads of opportunities to use those ults now.
Yeah, Cloud9 White had this massive lead, and they got a little bit too cocky with it so far. On these ecos, they've spent a Haunter's Fury, a Cosmic Divide, a Blade Storm. And Blade Storm is quite common, but it makes their full buys a lot less powerful, and they only need a couple rounds. So kind of a questionable decision from Cloud9 White.
Diana playing close. We'll get spotted by the drone here. Oh, didn't get tagged. That's huge.
Oh!
Oh, the fact that she didn't get tagged is insane. How is Diana alive?
Got out.
22 HP. Pops the Empress, looking for perhaps for maybe a re-peek here, but the smoke is up to protect her.
No way.
That's the Astra that she picked off too.
What do they do now? They have no utility. How do you hit B without a spawn and market smoke? I feel like it has to be an A hit. It almost filters Cloud9 White into this A site. You can see they're moving towards A. They've lost their controller. How do they deal with this spot?
Flowerful has the lockdown as well. They don't have tree control really though. That's the issue. You don't want to put it in tree. The Lorri in a great spot, but there comes the flank. Oh, in the cloud burst. Mel's trying to lurk through this one, gets the spot. But Shopify just annihilating everyone. Beautiful performance from them in this round. And really, Sean, I don't know the last time I saw one drone tag just like miss decide a round.
Wow. Diana on this Reyna. Then the 6 players for Shopify that we expect. Like, whenever they just sub someone in the game, the player is just incredible. How's that possible? They're just not warmed up, not into the flow of the game, and they just dominate.
Yeah, I'm personally, maybe, is it like a traditionalist? I'm not a believer yet in the 6-player rosters, but like, in this instance, I mean, they're making it work. So, I mean, if it works, it works. You can't argue with evidence. As we move into the round, and it's Sheriffs here. And these are rounds in which typically Cloud9 White do find ways to get in and just win these thrifties somehow. But Shopify, they're doing better than previously where they give too much space away, Sean. They are just poking.
Diana just tearing people up through this cat smoke.
Oh, man.
The round's pretty much over.
Yeah, it's like they go through mid and they didn't see anybody and they've lost 2.5 players.
Yeah, I don't even know what to do. Oh! Okay.
Just like that. In spawn. What happens in spawn stays in spawn. We didn't see it. We'll never know. But this is a 3v3. And Flowerful's at backside delaying. Key play to keep the delay up here. Lorri with the blade storm not finding the value. The spray doesn't find the second for Panini, leaving it to Flowerful. They know where Flowerful is. And they're going to go straight back to the A site. However, Flowerful does have the lockdown. So there is a possibility here that Flowerful could use that for advantage. But do Mel and Katsumi try to anticipate this?
I don't even know if the lockdown is of value in this situation. They're just going to fall to A main and they would be able to play the post plan and win at that point. She can't use it. She might be able to use it if she drops Gen.
Yeah, she has to like stick it deeper in a deeper position.
This is such a difficult clutch right now for Flowerful.
Yeah, it really is. And they don't have to peek. Even because... Oh, she gets the second one. That's a big move. Going to force them to have to go for a peek. But she has to win the fight off of the peek. But the Astra util. Oh, they both peek at the same time. And it's not going to work out. The Thrifty comes through somehow, Sean. It's crazy. If you freeze frame it when they are in mid and they have, again... 3 players, but one has been tagged down to like 20 HP, and they have 3. And they just have 3 sheriffs against 5 players. I don't understand.
I'm actually convinced that someone from Cloud9 White is in this stream, and whenever we show hope, they just take it from us, Dan. We were turned into believers, and they just do this to us. Cloud9 White again with a thrifty late in the game. That's so brutal. Ooh.
Like it. Yeah, the Shiko comes in. The Sheriff Eco. Looking to go for perhaps a... I wonder if Shopify are thinking of a retake here of the same main position. That can be a really great way to kind of open up with a frag. You allow a team to have a spot and then just go for a retake setup. But Lorri's actually just going to peek. Gets the spot there. Playing a dangerous game.
Mel full spammed KP at B. During all of this. That's rough.
They have the Flowerfall's util though. The nano swarms, the turret is still alive. The alarm bot,
that was big. That was so big. Lorri just peeked A main, saw nothing, and look at the rotate. It's all heading towards B. The counter lockdown is there for flowerful.
Diana trying to defend here. Has the Lears out there. Oh, down to 6 HP. Oh no, gets detained as well. But Shopify might be able to save her as they start to make their way through from the spawn position. Diana's still somehow alive. And now it's up to Lorri. 1 versus 2. Spike is getting planted. Is there a rifle to switch out for? Does she even want to do that? She has 1 bullet left. Ow, it's an Odin. Okay, here it goes. Pushing into the site from the alley. Maybe the Odin's the play. Not quite. Katsumi locks it down. And that's going to be another map in the bag.